All right. We're here. I'm here. You're here. We're all here. Have you any date as to when you'll be able to test drive the Ariya? Yes, I do actually. Kind of getting close. We are kind of getting close. I got a lot of information today from the mall where they had this Ariya at. Um, so that's really cool. I'll get into that. I'll get into that in a few seconds. Just a few seconds, guys. Um, just want to get set up. Checking my signal. Checking. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. Making sure everything's working. Also checking my what do you call it? Chat. All right. So yeah, I went to it was my birthday. Not really my birthday yet, but we celebrated my birthday today because it's the end. This is the last weekend of winter vacation, so I thought I'd take advantage of it. Took the family out. Went to a Mexican restaurant way far away, over in Ibaraki, and so it was a lot of fun. Had a great time. It was a good road trip. Took the Leaf, my 7-year-old Leaf, and did great. And the battery temp was really cold. It's been cold for a while. As a matter of fact, check this out, guys. Let's see here. So, yeah.
It slid off.
Turn that down a bit. So, yeah, we had snow a couple days ago. And by evening, it was about 4 inches deep.
Say hi, Julia.
Hi.
You see the street? This whole street. This street and the other street.
It's snowy.
Not this street. This street I did not do. But the other two streets, I shoveled the whole thing by myself that night.
It's been 2 years since we had snow. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful sunny day. It'll all be gone.
Turn down a little bit, yeah. So this street here in front of my house and this other street, I shoveled the whole thing because it was 4 inches deep. And I knew it was going to get like really far below zero that night, and I knew it was going to turn to ice. So I decided to shovel, and I was out pretty late oh, thank you very much, Hugh. So I was out pretty late that night shoveling. My back's killing me now, but it was fun at the time. It was a lot of fun shoveling, and I just did it by myself. I didn't care. It really warmed me up. I got hot actually shoveling all that. But yeah, everybody appreciated it because by the next day, all the other streets that weren't shoveled, it was just pure ice. It was like an ice skating rink, and our street was clear for the most part. So yeah, it was cool.
You should be wearing gloves, kiddo.
My daughter, 15-year-old daughter, just had a blast. Lots of fun playing in the snow. We don't get much snow over here. Once in a while.
That's an ugly snowman.
So that made her happy.
Just teasing.
Yeah. So that was yeah. So it's been really cold. So the battery was really cold, and let's see, turn that off. So the battery was really cold, and so we went for a drive, and I still averaged on a 84% charge. I was getting about 130 kilometers. 7-year-old car, 7-year-old battery, 80,000 kilometers on it, over 80,000 kilometers on it now. 2,000 charges altogether, I think. I haven't done lease buy in a long time, but it was so close to 2,000 last time I checked, and it's been a long time. So it's probably around 2,000 charges under its belt, and doing great. Still only lost one seg. Still have 11 segs on it, and yeah, did great. Good weather. Happy New Year, and let's see. This is from Elaine Pierre. Happy New Year to you and your family, James. Thank you, Elaine Pierre, and Happy New Year to you too. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Are you excited about the new Ariya? Actually, it's pretty dang cool. Wait till I show you. I videotaped a whole bunch. I'm going to show you the tour in a sec. It's a pretty nice car. I'm looking forward to the used. I'm not buying new. I kept telling the salesman when we were there I'm going to buy it. I'm thinking about buying it, but just because they're really rude if they don't think they're going to sell a car. Sorry, it's just the way it is over here. So I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about buying it in April. I kept saying, and so they were like, at least they were kind enough to give me the fob. The car was parked in the mall. I could have driven around. They gave me the key, and so I could turn on the instrumentation, go through the menus and stuff. I'm going to show you guys that in a few. It's a solid built car, and it's big. The legroom is insane compared to a Leaf. The legroom's insane, and better than my EMV. And the headroom, once again, great. No frunk. It definitely doesn't have a frunk. I was able to open the trunk. I'm sorry, the hood. and there's no frunk on it, but it's got a lot of room in the back. Big, huge trunk, nice, and just a nice car. It's just a really nice car. Considering that car is almost exactly the same price as my EMV, it's night and day. I mean, almost everything's standard. The one I'm showing you guys in this video is called the Limited. It's the Limited, which means it has the bigger wheels. It's got the 19-inch wheels on it instead of the standard 18s. I don't really like the wheel covers on the 19s anyways. I wasn't really impressed with those wheel covers. The tires are pretty cool. Those are like custom-made tires from not Dunlop, but the other one. What's the other Japanese company? Oh, what's the name of them? Huge. They're like the biggest one. Bridgestone. Bridgestone custom-made tires for it. Pretty cool. Okay, what else options? It had tons of options. It had the lit up badge, little badge on the front that lights up. It had the Zen rock garden, sand garden floor mats. It looks like a Zen garden. It had a little bit nicer seats, the two-tone color, and a little nicer stitching to them and stuff. ProPilot 2.0, things like that. But the standard one is still so loaded, it's not even funny. It's really cool. So, Happy New Year to you guys. Thank you for the happy birthday, Hube. Hube, your video was really good. I'm looking forward to more videos in the future. Your area is beautiful. Your highways are insane. Dude, your highways are insane. A lot of lanes actually for Europe, and they're like the pavement is so nice, so smooth looking. Your car is so dirt quiet. All you hear is a little bit of wind noise. It's a nice car, and I think cars like yours and mine, like the Leaf, they'll go down in history as probably some of the, I think, most solid and trusted. I don't know how to say trustworthy cars from the first, like the early adopter EVs. I really do feel strongly about the Leaf. I'm not upset at all with it. I mean, yeah, it's got a little battery degradation, but not bad. And big car, but still tiny compared to a Cybertruck. Yeah, Elaine Pierre. You didn't watch, but I am going to cancel my Cybertruck. There's too many rumors flying around. First of all, they keep delaying. It's been delayed again. There's nothing coming out in 2022 as well. And Japan is so far behind everybody else. The first people are going to get it is probably, most likely, before America, would be Norway. Norway's going to get it first. And then America. I mean, Japan's at the bottom of the barrel for getting Cybertrucks. And they're pushing it again. And then on top of that, the rumors are flying that they're gonna cancel the single motor. It's kind of like what they did with the Model 3 when they had that $29,000 Model 3 and it just disappeared. So that's what they're saying. The Cybertruck looks like it's going to be strictly 2 or 3 motor, maybe even a 4 motor in the future. The single motor is not going to be available, and so that just bumps me up to, if I want to keep my place in line, I have to bump up to the dual motor, which is $10,000 more, and I'm just not interested in that. I was trying to get the cheapest truck possible, and then also I just feel like it's almost like I'm also hearing other things, like Elon's tweeting he's saying things like, "Ooh, this is turning out to be more difficult to mass produce than I thought." That's not a good sign when he says like that. It either means he's going to jack the prices up before they come out, or he might even just give up. But he doesn't want to do that because he has to return so many pre-orders. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with Cybertruck. Also, I've been watching some YouTube videos. There's been some recent YouTube videos from 2021 where people who own nice Teslas, like Model X's, Model S's, 3s, Ys, they're owning the cars and they're talking about all the stuff they're having to deal with all the time. And one guy bought a used S and it didn't have a warranty, and it bit him in his butt big time. They're all saying the same thing. They're great cars, they're fun cars. After service is really great, but if you don't have a warranty, do not get it. Or get rid of it before the warranty ends. Teslas are just too high maintenance. They do tend to break down a lot. That kind of scared me, because especially with a Cybertruck, it's so different than all the other cars. I wouldn't be so scared with a Model 3. I think the 3s are very, compared to the S and the X, I think they did a great job on the 3. I don't know about the Y. I have no idea about the Y, but the 3's been out for a while now, and I'm just hearing nothing but positive remarks about the 3. Not near as much maintenance issues with the 3 as the Y or as the X or the S. Cybertruck is a whole different ballpark. It's a completely different design. Everything's different. It's ground up, completely different. And I just think the first gens are going to be buggy as heck. And my whole point with the model or with the Cybertruck was, I needed a truck. I wanted a truck. I didn't need it, but I wanted it much. Wanted it more than I needed. But also, I wanted he kept talking about a 1,000,000-mile drivetrain, 1,000,000-mile battery pack, and things like that in the Cybertruck. And I was thinking, this is something I could hold on to until I can't drive anymore, and I can hand it down to my kids, and maybe even they can hand it down to their kids, because I mean, 1,000,000 miles in this country would be almost impossible to get. It's not a very big country, and you don't go far. Anyways, all that stuff. So that's why I was going to get it. But I give up. I want my money back, and I'm just going to hold off. I'm not going to buy anything. The Ariya is very interesting. I really like it, but I'll wait for a used one when it's available. Let's take a look. I got some messages here. Do you think the Ariya is a direct competitor to the ID4? This is from Scott. ID4. See, that's the thing. That's a Volkswagen ID4, I think. Is that ID4's Volkswagen, I think? I'm sure of it. We don't have any Volkswagen electrics in this country. So hang on real quick. Let me see what ID4 looks like. I know ID3. ID4. Hang on. ID4. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think Volkswagen has an SUV as well. Yeah, definitely about the same size, I would say. Even the looks are similar, kinda. Yeah, it's a nice looking car. ID4 is nice. I would say it's definitely competing with the ID4 as well as the Y. It's not X, I don't think. It's really nice on the inside. When you watch the video, you'll see it's really. It's tight. They did a great job on the construction. The materials are really good. I mean, it has the dashboard is a soft touch with a suede soft touch, as well as the door panels, and that's including the back. The materials are really nicely done. Everything's it's got power seats, power steering wheel, power tilt, power telescopic steering wheel. It's got the Pro Pilot 2.0 with the camera just facing you. I don't want that. I don't want any camera inside my car. But it has a camera with the thing that looks like it has something similar to like LiDAR. It's using camera and LiDAR to get your face, to make sure you're looking forward, so you don't have to use your hands on the wheel when the Pro Pilot's on. It's solid. When you close those doors, it's a solid car. It's just there's no gaps. The paneling is perfect. There's it's just. The seams are perfect. I couldn't find any faults anywhere in that thing. The only fault I had was I just felt like, why can't you give us a frunk? Why can't we have even a little tiny frunk? Because they opened the hood, and it's like, there's a lot of room there, guys. You could have made a frunk. Didn't get a frunk. Oh, well. That's the only thing. That's nothing, really. Right? So yeah, it's definitely going to be competing with the ID4. What else is there? There's that new what's that one that James from Lemon Tea Leaf he bought, the Hyundai. It's a direct competition with that one as well. It is high end. To me, I think in America I would think it'd be under an Infinity badge. Over here it's Nissan. We don't have Infinity over here, but technically I guess we do, don't we? Because Skyline's called Infinity over here, isn't it? But anyways, I think it should be under the Infinity badge. It feels like that. It reminds me of the Lexus SUV. They don't have an EV, but the Lexus has this. I see it everywhere over here. The Lexus SUV. Is it Lexus over here? No, it's Toyota, but it's Lexus in America, and it's about the same size. It's big, nice big trunk. Has the same kind of style front fascia. It's just very luxurious. This Ariya feels very luxurious. It feels way different than the X-Trail. We call it X-Trail over here. I think it's a different name in America, as far as SUVs go. And I finally saw for the first time when I was charging, there was a RAV4, a plug-in hybrid RAV4, brand new, next to us, and the Ariya is much bigger. Well, I wouldn't say much, but it's bigger than the RAV4, wider, a little bit wider than the RAV4, and just much more, just looks nicer. The RAV4 just doesn't have the feel. It doesn't have the look either. The RAV4 is a nice car. Don't get me wrong. I would never turn down a RAV4. It was a plug-in hybrid. It's got a 30 kilowatt battery, lots of range in that regard. It's a pretty nice plug-in hybrid. And guys, I don't even like hybrids that much, but Toyota's showing that they can make decent hybrids, and that thing has some decent range as an EV mode goes with 30 kilowatt hour battery on that thing. But the Ariya just feels way more solid, and it also has it just looks really high end. The materials they use are really good, no joke. The materials are incredible on it. I want to get into the video, but hang on. I got a lot of comments popping up. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, hang on. Let me put these on for real quick. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the glasses. Worst of CES award went to Mercedes for the EQS EV. Can't open the bonnet hood yourself, only the dealer. Are you kidding me? That's almost as bad as Tesla does something similar to that with getting to the battery. The 12-volt battery is buried underneath the frunk on their cars. Wow. Can't open. Wow. But this is worse. Least for all the crap they get are super simple and easy to work on. Right. They're extremely easy to work on. They're simple, and they have a way better track record for maintenance than anything else out there. Well, I don't know about anything else out there, but the high-end stuff, way better than the high-end stuff. See you later, must drive now. Okay, sorry, Hube. See you later, buddy. More and more garages will adapt and be able to service electric cars for reasonable prices. It's a growing market. Yeah, so I don't worry too much about post-warranty EVs. Okay, cool. That's great. But maybe it's different in your country, but Tesla, you're not allowed to take it anywhere else. They won't let you take it anywhere else over here in America. Only place you can take it other places is Massachusetts. Massachusetts is it's a right to repair state. All the other states don't have that yet. It's going to get there eventually, probably. It should never have gone away. It used to always be all of America. It used to, TVs, old TVs. You open up the back panel. My dad was an electrician. He used to repair stereos and TVs and stuff when I was a kid. You open the back panel and had the schematic on the back of the TV. I mean, it was anybody could repair it, And then when we got to the Apple era, Apple and Android era, they started making it work. And Apple's just trying so hard to control everything, because they feel like you don't really own the products. You're kind of renting from them. They feel like it's ridiculous, and Tesla went along with that, and so Tesla blocks most. You have a fender bender, you can't take it anywhere else but Tesla for repair. You have any kind of a breakdown, you can't take it anywhere else but Tesla. Maybe France is different, but right now you cannot. They'll lock your car. Tesla will actually lock your car. You won't. If maybe you'll be able to drive it, but they'll lock you out of quick charging. It's happened. Rich Rebuilds. Watch Rich Rebuilds. He's proved it. You're not allowed to fix those cars on your own. Tesla will punish you if you try doing that. And he lives in Massachusetts. Rich lives in Massachusetts. He should be able to do it, but there's still things they can do. They can still lock you out of charging and stuff. But they will lock their cars up. They really will. They're strong. They're pretty strict. But yeah, maybe where you are, or maybe you're right in the future. I love there's a lot of new EV garages opening up, and that is awesome, because especially for people who want to swap their batteries. Like over here in Japan, if I want to swap the battery and I want to put like a 40 kilowatt hour battery pack in my old Leaf, I can't do it. There's no place that'll do it. Nissan won't do it for you. You have to, if you want 40, you have to buy the 40. You can't put an old, you can't even buy the battery from them. It's like, I'll pay for the battery, put it in there. They won't do it. And there's no garages, third-party garages over here to do it yet that I know of. But like Australia, New Zealand, because they buy their cars, they get their cars used most of the time. There's no, I guess they can't buy Leafs new where they're at. They only can get like Japanese used models. And so, of course, they want to upgrade the batteries in there. So they have garages over there that have it's not difficult. There's an OBD2 thing you plug in, and when you plug in a new battery, it'll pair the new battery with the computer and reset it all, and boom, you got yourself a 40 kilowatt or 62 kilowatt hour Leaf, but not over here, so in the future. Let's see. Why did you erase your message, Elaine Pierre? Don't do that. You don't have to do that. Are you mad at me? Don't get mad. I'm just saying how it is over here. It might be different where you live. Let's see here. I sit in the car now tonight. I have a 1-minute video in my mind charging video, 200 kilowatt and more at my car. Haha. Oh, okay. That'd be awesome, Hugh. Yeah, that's another thing I want to comment about your video I just watched. Hugh made a video and he was showing all these chargers. And I mean, these chargers are ridiculous over there in Holland. He's got like 270 kilowatt chargers, 350 kilowatt chargers. I'm lucky if I find a 47 kilowatt charger. I mean, seriously. Nissan's finally putting in 90 kilowatt chargers for the new Ariya. It's going to get 90 over here. If you own a Tesla over here, you're lucky if you find a 120 kilowatt charger for it. There's one place, I think I found one place in Osaka, I think it has a 150 kilowatt charger. That's it. They won't go any higher than that. They're not allowed to. It's really strict. So, cool. That'd be cool. Let's see. Scott says, I have a 2017 Leaf. I was thinking of getting a new EV. Do you think getting a new Leaf, good idea living in Florida? My Leaf is 3 bars down. Ooh, Florida is very hot and humid. Heat is the enemy on these. Of course, they did change the chemistry. They got the lizard batteries now, but still, you have a new Leaf would be either a 40 or 62, and the chemistry is different on those than on the original 24 kilowatt hour Leafs. So I would say you have a lot of options. I like the Leaf. Don't get me wrong. If you could buy a used Leaf really cheap and it had like 11 or 12 bars of battery, I would say go for that because, what the heck? It's dirt cheap when you buy them used. But not new. I would not recommend buying new if you're living in Florida. I would go for something that can regulate the battery temp better. Luckily, you don't have to worry about super cold temps. That's awesome. But if you get super hot, I don't know how hot it gets in Florida. That's like high temps. I don't know if it's like Arizona. I don't know if it's like that kind of hot. But I know you guys are really humid, really high humidity, and that keeps the battery from cooling very well. And those are air cooled, right? So maybe look for something else. I don't know, possibly. Start turning thrush. What's up, man? Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, bud. Elaine Pierre says, I erased my previous message because of a typo. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, my friend. Don't worry about typos. Dude, I make them all the time. So, let's get this video going, huh? You want to see the video? Let's do it. Ariya tour. Let's see if it works. All right, here. So this is the mall. After I ate my Mexican food lunch, my birthday lunch, we went to the mall and they had one, and you could actually get in and check it out and touch it and everything. It was awesome. And so this is the mall, and the audio should come on here pretty soon. There we go. All right. Check it out, guys. Let's try this again. Here we go. So here we go. Go to Navi. Navi's big enough. That's nice. And you have TV. That's telephone. Yeah, TV. Got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Yeah, the car can do Wi-Fi. It's got built-in Wi-Fi if you pay for it, but you don't really need it, do you? Oh, that's USB. Go back. TV. Picture quality is it's pretty good size. Big TV. It's pretty good. I wish I could show this display, but unfortunately, nah, not gonna get much. But it's a good size display. You can see it's pretty big. You got power, tilt, telescoping steering wheel. Oh, there's an echo? That's my
seats
bad.
in the front.
Let me turn it
Heated
down.
seats
Sorry
and
about
cool.
that. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Here. Sorry,
all the
sorry.
gizmos.
Pretty much. You got every gizmo and gadget you can think of. All this touch panel here on the wood, as well as down here in your control panel. By the way, your center console is power. You can move it. Here's your inductor charging. Put your phone there, it'll charge. Yeah. Not sure what that stands for. But I wish I could access these controls. Very nice. You have nice ambient lighting all the way around. When doors open, all these lights come on, ambient lighting. As well as when you open the door, your seat will automatically slide back. I think I have my seat all the way back right now, but your seat will slide back. Here's the lighting, ambient lighting for feet. Tons of legroom in this bad boy. Tons of legroom. Yeah, I got the seat all the way back. But if you're a woman or someone with shorter legs, you have your seat will be closer to the steering wheel. When you open the door, it pulls back automatically. Seat pulls back. Look at this. This is nice, like a suede leather. It's soft touch on your dash here too. There's your heads-up display. Nice big heads-up display. Just excellent trim. The seats are incredibly comfortable. Just incredible. Power seats in the front. All the seats are heated. You have controls from here to control your heated seats, and here's the steering wheel. Or if you want to turn the cooling on, there's fans and it'll blow air out of these holes and stuff for summertime. Very, very nice. Very impressive, the construction of this car. It's big. The legroom and the headroom is insane on this car. Very nice. Let's get out and take a look. It's hard. I should see if I can do wide angle. That'll help. Do they have the fob? I'd like to see the dash. The fob, the remote to start. I'd like to see the dash. So here's got my wide angle lens going. You have USB-C, USB-A. The back passengers have their own personal controls. Unlike the Leaf, you have separate controls for each side for your heating. Awesome. I'd love to see that. Sunroof with a cover. I'm sure there's a cover here. Yeah, power cover. So unlike Tesla, you can cover it up so it won't cook in here in the summertime. These seats are so comfortable, even in the back. It's insane. Cup holders here. Cup holder here for bottles. Once again, soft touch suede leather. Beautiful. Love the touch. I love the Zen Garden carpeting. You have a Zen Garden carpeting in the front and back. Just look at the stance this thing has. It is big. Stand next to the car so they can see how it's big. That is a big car. Yeah. That is big. Look at the size of those wheels. What are those? 20? What are those? Those things are huge. Those are huge wheels. Ah, this car is beautiful. It's got every kind of feature. It also has. This one has ProPilot 2.0.
They have to handle the map.
Nice. Oh, good.
18日からなんかバーチャルでできるそう。
Really?
You
That's
can
cool.
feel like you are in a-
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, he's got it. Cool. Take a look at the dash. ありがとう。すいませんね。Oh, すごい。すごい。Let me put the steering wheel down a little bit. There you go. So this is your display. Right now it's telling you all kinds of stuff. I'm going to pause for a second here. I got some questions here from Elaine Pierre and from, let's see, I don't want to mess up this. I'm going to butcher this name up. Looks like Jose de la Cruz. Let's see. So Elaine Pierre says the Ariya interior appears more streamlined than on the Leaf. Definitely more modern. Does soundproofing seem good? Yeah, soundproofing's insane. There was a time when they didn't have the doors all closed at one time. Usually the back hatch was open most of the time. But when I closed it, there's a button in front, and I closed the hatch. It got dead quiet. inside. The soundproofing is really good. It's solid. It's just solid. Everything's so solid in it feeling. Much better. Like anybody has the Leaf, they know what the power windows are like on the Leaf. Much better. Much better on this car. As far as that goes. And in terms of passenger space compared to the Model Y, is it bigger, the same, or less? The Model Y, we can't even order it over here. I've never been near a Model Y in person. But I would say the legroom in the back, I would dare say it's a little better in the Ariya. From videos, I'm going by videos I watched on YouTube of 6-foot men sitting in the back of a Model Y. I think a 6-foot man would be a little bit more comfortable in the back of the Ariya. Front-wise, I think they're probably about the same for front passengers, but the rear is always the one where it suffers a lot. But the Ariya, I couldn't believe how much legroom there was in the back of that Ariya when I sat down. So possibly a little bit better legroom in the back than compared to the Y. But once again, I'm going by YouTube videos of other people showing their Ys. And don't get me wrong, the Y is a really nice car. And that is, like I said, that's one of the competitors with this car. Yeah, it is impressive. I was shocked. The seats were really nice. And don't get me wrong, I like my Leaf seats, but this thing blew me away. And what really blew my mind is I'm driving around in a $50,000 EMV 200 with a 24 kilowatt hour battery pack with only air cooling, and the seats are incredibly hard in that. The legroom is next to nothing in the back. Front, you get a little bit better legroom. I mean, it's as basic as you can get. It's as simple of a car as possible. And this car is not much more. This one's $53,000, for the base, and the base is ridiculously loaded. I mean, the base is loaded. They didn't skimp. They did. It's pretty cool. Now the only thing the thing you can add is bigger wheels. Like I said, ProPipe 2.0. Little things, just little things like the glowing emblem on the outside. You can do little upgrades, but it's so loaded. Even the base model is so loaded. $53,000. I think it's pretty good for the money, considering it's a 66 kilowatt hour battery pack. They're saying over here it's getting almost 500 kilometers of range. It's like 290 miles of range it gets over here on a 66 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is insane. Yeah, it's really cool. Do the seats recline in the back? No, they do not. Good question. They do not recline because I think it's because they wanted to give that trunk as much room, possibly, or it could be because the Bose speakers behind there, that stupid subwoofer. I don't know why they did it, but no, they don't have any. Yeah, they don't have stages like. Most cars have, like, you can at least recline the back seats like a couple stages, like a couple clicks, but no, they don't do that, it looks like. But I didn't check really. I did not check that, but I did look. I looked to see if they looked like they could recline, and I didn't, but I didn't look for a lever. I didn't try. I should have tried. You're right, I should have tried. But I'm thinking no, and they do flip. Oh, wait, no. Do they flip the stalks for light wipers? They're opposite on my 40, or is that just Japan? Did they flip the stalks for light wipers? They're opposite to my 40 kilowatt Leaf, or is that just Japan? Well, I mean, we drive on the right-hand side, so the right-hand side is for your turn signal, left-hand side is for your wipers. So if you're driving the left-hand side, it should be flipped. It should be left-hand side would be your turn signal, right-hand side would be your wipers and washers. If you're driving on the left, so the left stalk. Driving on the left stock's going to be your turn signals. It's not like German cars where they're just like, they don't change the stocks. They change the position of the steering wheel. Like if you buy a German car over here, even though the steering wheel's on the right, your lights are still on the left-hand side and your wipers are on the right-hand. And I get confused every time I try to take a turn in a German car. So no, they do flip them. So over here, yeah, the lights are on the right because I'm on the right-hand side. So the lights are on the right and the turn signal's on the right. And on the left is your wipers and washers. A Leaf 3, based on Ariya innovations, could help Nissan to get back in the EV game worldwide. Alain Pierre, I couldn't agree with you more. If they could just improve just clean it up. I did like the new Leaf. I like the new design, but that they didn't extend the legroom. As a matter of fact, I think we lost a little bit of legroom in the back seats compared to the first gen Leaf. I think that's what I don't remember if that was what my dealer told me, but I think you lose a little leg room in the new Leaf. Instead of giving you more leg room, and then on top of that, that center console in the front with that V formation. Now let me turn my video back on. If I turn my video back on, we'll lose I'll lose my place where the video's at though, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, there's a V formation, and it cuts into your, it just digs into your leg on the, with me, since I'm on the right hand side, it digs into my left leg, and it hurts over time. So yeah, if they could adapt some of these designs, like having that open floor plan on the bottom and stuff, and give us a little more leg room in the next version Leaf. That's what people want. I think especially foreigners would really appreciate more leg room, because the Leaf is a little, like, we went for a trip. Like I said, I went for a long drive to go to a Mexican restaurant. It's way far away from us. We don't have any Mexican restaurants in Chiba, so we had to go to a different prefecture. We went for a pretty long drive, and my wife is okay. She's got, she's Japanese. She's got a Japanese frame, so she's okay in the car. But my kids take after me. They have really long legs, and they were miserable. They were not happy for being in the car that long. And I have a feeling most Americans are taller than I am. I'm not a tall guy, so most Americans are taller than I am. So a Leaf for a long journey is a little cramped. So yeah, you're right. It would be really nice if they could do that. Ride height. When you sit in the car, does it feel like you're riding higher than like an SUV? Yeah, it's definitely high. My wife, if you in this video, you'll see her trying to climb into the passenger side. It's high, and for her, she has to climb up. I would say it's about the same height as most, your ride height would be. It's about the same height as a minivan, my EMV or an Alfado or whatever. What do you got? Odyssey? I mean, not an Odyssey. Odysseys are not right. Those are a little low. But yeah, it's a pretty good ride height. You have to climb up if you're like my wife. So yeah, let's see. I'm in Ireland, so drive the same as you, but my wipers are on the right in my Leaf. Opposite to my Volkswagen Golf I drove previously. Took a while to get used to. Yeah. So your wipers are on the right of your Leaf? That's so weird. That makes no sense. If you have a right-handed side, you're on the right-hand side driving. That's so weird. Yeah, I hate it when they flip them. Like German cars over here are flipped. So you have the steering wheel on the right-hand side, but on the right-hand side, your stock on the right-hand side is for your wipers. On the left-hand side is for your turn signals and lights. I hate that. I hit the wipers every time I go to turn. So, yeah. All right, let's continue the video.
Let's see, hit the info button. No.
Sorry, turn it on.
All right, I'll close the door. So right now, it doesn't have much of a charge. It's only at 14% the battery, but still showing 44 kilometers. Is insane at 14%. That's insane. I don't know what model this is. It most likely only has a 67 kilowatt hour battery pack? 66, 67. It's insane. Here we go. This is your power consumption. These are all different modes. Let's go to the modes. So that's cool. That's for probably when you're using ProPilot. It's got a compass.
I don't know. It's called B6 Limited.
Okay. The guy will know if you ask him. Alright, okay, so there's a few menus. Let's see, if we go here, click on here. Oh yeah, so over here it'll tell you what you can do. So there's your TV, HDMI, your apps, if you have any apps downloaded right now, there's no apps, your radio. Okay, cool. Let's go to TV. So now it's on TV mode. Over here. Nice big display, HD. Yeah, oh yeah, I finally got all this stuff showing. Drive mode. Let's hit the drive mode, see here. Oh, there it is. Look on the dash. Sport. What's blinking?
Right here. It's green.
The heads-up display? Oh, right here. That's for your battery, probably. It's like what we have in our car, our Leaf. Just a little different system. Standard Eco. Okay, there's your drive modes. You have your auto park and your e-pedal button. There we go. And like I said, your inductive charging here. And this is your gear selector.
ここ開けてみて、ここ。
What?
Here. Open it.
How do you open it?
I don't know.
You want me to open the hood? Ask if it's okay. First, ask if it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go through here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Easy to understand display. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So these are all your features. This is your TV control. There we go. There's your navi. There's your tire. It has a tire pressure thing. There's your drive performance, what your economy is doing. Yeah, that's your economy, just like on the Leaf. And there's your home button for here. Okay. All right, I'm getting it. Okay, just hit these buttons here for going back and forth and scrolling through.
Language? No?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I bet you can change the language. Just go into settings. There, right here. Click that.
また変えればいいじゃん。
Yeah, we can go back. We'll change it back if we can find it. Getting closer. Down
あ、その下。
here.
いや、
Here.
一番下。一番下。
Oh, yeah, there it is. Nihongo. And we got English. Boom. Yes. Infotainment language changed. I'll change it back. But now I can show everybody. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. Tire pressure, temperature is in centigrade. Vehicle settings, EV settings, maintenance. Let's go into EV settings real quick. Charge connector lock, unlock, charge time screen, battery cooling assist. Battery cooling assist is on. It has a battery cooling assist. That's cool to know. So this is definitely not just air cooled. Okay, vehicle settings. Powered back door is on. Yeah, by the way, the back gate is power. You could open and close with a touch of a button. Lighting, you can change the lighting. I knew you could. Welcome headlight on. Accent lighting. Ambient light. Let's try ambient lighting. Ambient lighting. There it is. Oh, that's cool. So ambient lighting is here, not down below. You got a light you can choose. There we go. Okay. Oops, I gotta go back.
座って後ろ余裕足。
あんまり。
Personal display, head up display, eco mode, CPMS. Lots of stuff to do here. Lots of stuff. But let's go back to, oh boy. Let's go back to language. I better put it back to Japanese. Okay, that gives you a hint, guys. There's a lot of customization you can do. Height. All right, we're back to Japanese. Okay, Modoru. There we go. See, it's back to Japanese. Cool. Very nice. Let's do the back hatch. Here's your Pro Pilot. They changed the looks of it. It's kind of cool looking style here. This is for Alexa here. You use this for Alexa. There's your power seats. Very nice. We'll go here. Oh, look at the fan only, so you can turn the fan on in your seats. You want to cool them down. You got your driver zone. You can turn the heater on. Steering wheel heater. And can you stop, please? Jeez. Very nice. Pretty cool. All these controls you got. Oh, that's cool. Let's see what it feels like. Turn on the fan. Oh gosh, that's AC. We don't want that. How do you turn it off? Thanks. Also, just turn it off. Okay, you got these controls down here. Down here. Oh, it vibrates. When you touch it, vibrates. Julie, run your fingers across. You can feel the vibrate.
Yeah, so it doesn't vibrate. It's more like that. You know, like if you have an Apple Watch, how it taps your wrist. It feels like that when you touch those buttons. It gives you a little tap sensation. It's really cool. That's really cool. They put that in the so whenever you touch one of these buttons in the dash, because they're not a physical button, it's just a little, it's like a touch sensor. but it taps your finger, let you know you've activated it. That's really cool. It's just like I said, these little things are kind of nice touches. All right, let's go back to the video. Sorry.
Can you feel that? Yeah. It has a little like an iPhone has a little thing in it.
Yeah.
So you can feel it. Lets you know you touched it. Very cool. All right, enough of that. Turn it off. Everything off. You turn the seat heater on. Turn off the seat heater.
How?
I can feel it's getting hot.
How?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's the cooler. I want to try that. Cooler is on my seat. So the seat has a cooler. It's got a fan. Ah, I feel it. Oh, I feel it. That's so cool. You can feel it. It's blowing air. I can feel it. That's hilarious. That is so cool. Very nice. This car is built well. Did you see I turned the lighting on here? Ambient lighting. Down here. You can feel it, right? Can you feel it? I can feel it. You can feel it when you're sitting. Oh, what did you know it? Yeah, it's low. This one's kind of bluish. Kind of bluish. She wants you to sit and try it out the seat. The legroom is insane in this car. So is the headroom. I love it. I can feel it. I can feel it. No, I mean mine's turned off right now, but I could feel it. Isn't that cool? You turned the seat heater back on. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, you can do cool on your seat. Nice. Yeah, this is for the cover. One's for the cover, one's for the roof. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. How do you close it? There we go. And then this one. There it is. So on a hot summer day, you don't have to cook in your own car. Oh, you could do halfway. You could do just the front. It goes in stages. So you go like this, and it's gonna stop here just for our side. And you push it again, it'll go all the way back. Oh, this car, they thought of everything. It's the construction on this thing. The build quality is insane on this, guys. Of course, it has memory seats, so if you have a husband and wife sharing the car, they have their own seat settings, memory. They just thought of everything on this car. Oh, seat heaters are on in the back too, guys. Turn the seat heaters off in the back. Nice big trunk. Look at the size of this trunk. Look at all the storage. Tons of storage. Of course, you could just pull these out if you want. They even give you more storage. Pockets on each side. Why is my light on? How do you turn the light on? Can you turn the light on? No switch? Probably timed out. It probably turned on when it first opened the trunk. Close it. Power trunk. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, that right there. Click it. Here, yeah, pull here. Oh, the car's locked. She did something. Mom did something. You locked it.
What did you do?
You did it. You locked it.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, it's all turned off.
I didn't do anything.
All right, all right. It all locked up. Kagi shimatte mitai. Kagi doko? Where's the key? It's okay. Go. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's the light. There's the light. Nice big deep pockets on the sides. でっかい。広いこれ。結構広いですね。前を見ていいですか？どうやって開ける？そうですね。ありがとうございます。No, wait. Oh, here it is. Here we go. It's in here. It's over here somewhere. お願いします。すいません。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。This one has the emblem that lights up too. No frunk. Frunk ない。これはdual motor? これシングル？
これはシングルです。
シングル？あと67？
66キロワット。
66キロワット。66キロワット。
All right, and that's it for the tour with the audio. So yeah, the car is let's see, Tyrone wrote very nice looking. Yeah, it's in person even better. It's even more impressive in person. I did not have my full HD, Dolby HD turned on with my phone. I should have done that because the paint is just gorgeous on this thing. The paint is amazing. It's a two-tone. The top is a black, but it has it's a little bit of a blue metallic in it as well. It's just really, really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed looking at it. Any questions about it? It starts... there we go. Starts at 53. Where the circle is. 53,900 is the base price, and I mean that's with it has Pro Pilot, it has power seats, heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, navigation. It has all that stuff at the base price. What you get with the more expensive limited editions is you just get all that extra trim. You get the body panels on the bottom for the sporty look. The light up, got the emblem in the front. That's a $700 option. You get the Pro Pilot 2.0, which is like $1,000-something option. You get the better seats. Better carpets. Those carpets are wicked expensive. Those Zen Garden carpets. The seats are better. Those are a little bit different material, and they're a little bit more. They're quilted, so they have they're a little more softer, I think. I haven't tried the regular seats. Don't have all the quilting to it. A little more flat, kind of. I haven't tried those out, so I can't tell you which is a more comfortable seat. But yeah, does the car have a kick sensor to open the trunk when your hands are full? Good question, Lane Pierre. Yes, I'm sure it's an option. It doesn't come standard. That'll be an option. My little K car had that option for the side door. Most SUVs offer that option, and I'm sure the Ariya will too. Let's see. These guys really don't know much. I asked them questions about the battery. I wanted to find out just what kind of does it offer battery heating for wintertime, so your battery will charge better and you'll get better. It's better for the battery to have it nice and warm before you charge it and things like that, so you're not hard on the battery. They couldn't answer that question. I do know one thing that's kind of cool. There is an option. There's an option you can actually add a heater to your windshield washer fluid. The pump will heat the water up in the wintertime, so you can, if your windows are iced up, your windshield is iced up, you'll put warm water on it to defrost it quickly. I don't know. I always thought that was bad for the glass, but they do it. They go to, I think they heat it up to like 58 or 60 degrees centigrade. Pretty warm. But that's an option. So I'm sure there's an option for kicking it to open. I would have asked them that question. I had thought about it. I even talked to my wife about that. I said, I bet you they have that. But I already asked these guys questions about the battery, about the motor configuration. They couldn't answer any of those questions. So I had a feeling I'd just be wasting my time asking about the sensor for that. So that we were looking at the B6 limited. B meaning battery, 66 kilowatt battery. B9 limited would be the 92 kilowatt hour battery limited. The one I looked at was 66 kilowatt hour single motor limited, and let's see. The limited probably comes with the kick thing, so maybe they have it on here. I'm looking. ProPilot 2.0, yeah, it's got that. Mechanism, tire, wheel. Yeah. The limited comes with 19-inch wheels. I think the standard is 18-inch wheels. Boy, they look bigger than that. You saw my wife standing next to it. They look bigger than 19, but those are 19. The charger is 6 kilowatt charger for the built-in AC, the AC to DC charger. Power seat. Hang on, I'm looking. I think I'm getting close. That's just for the seats. Hang on. Okay, kick plate, floor, carpet, tonal cover, ink carrier, cup holder front. Gosh dang it. Finisher, pipe, haptic switch. Oh, okay, yeah, it comes standard in all the cars. Okay. Advanced light. No, that's. What does the star stand for? Got it limited. Okay. Got it. All right. So that ambient lighting, it looks like that's on the limited, so it'll be an option if you want that ambient lighting, that light that goes around on the top. If you want that, that'll be an option. So some stuff is not standard on standard. So like the ambient lighting, if you want that cooler ambient lighting, you have to pay extra for that. But it is available. It's just it comes standard on the limited. Guys, I'm having a hard time. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm having to read all this stuff, trying to find the kick thing. Let's see here. Very cool video. The auto show that was here had the car, but you were not able to get in it. Thanks for the video. Oh, no problem, Scott. This is the first time I was able to get into it too. Heated washer fluid. Wow, very ingenious. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. They offer that. Yeah. It's not that's not even an expensive option, really. Not that bad. So I would probably opt for it. Set option. Those are set options. Hill start assist. Okay, yeah. Intelligent LDW. ProPilot navigation. Yeah, standard, right? Everything's standard. So much standard stuff. Oh, here we go. Let's look over here. Yeah, they have I don't know if I didn't tell you guys. This thing on the grill, I don't know why you would have it. Right here. Here. Right here. The grill here. I don't know why, but there's a front projection, and it projects a pattern onto the street right about here. The same design that you saw. Let's see if I can find it. Let me find the video. I'm going to turn off the audio on the video. I'm going to play the video again, but I'm just going to stop it. Hang on. All right. So I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to scan to where the light is that I want to compare it to. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Go back to the front. Hang on. It projects a pattern similar to the light there's a light here between the passenger and the driver, and that pattern, that light that light makes, that you can project it onto the ground if you want to pay for the option. Why you want to do that, I don't know, but it's kind of cool they offer it. And they also have a thing where it'll light up the. But I like that feature. They have a safety light where on the side, like when you unlock the car, it lights up. It illuminates the whole side of the car underneath too. So it just gives you extra lighting when you're getting close to the car. Where's that light I'm talking about? Where's that light? You can see the pattern here on the side, on the door panel. That pattern, it'll project that pattern in a rectangle shape onto the ground if you want to pay for that option. Don't know if you want that. All right. Let's see. The larger battery version will support converting 3-phase 22 kilo to DC through the motor in Europe. Magnets are extremely excited, not permanent magnets like most TVs. Cool. That's good to know. Thanks, buddy. So that's from Michael Sullivan. Thanks. I appreciate the information. Did not know that because like I said, I ask questions and these guys don't know what they don't know. They can't answer anything for me. Does it have a heat pump? Yes. So the heater? Yeah, it's a heat pump heater. Right. Heat pump is standard on UK spec. Right. Thanks, Neil. Neil got it. Neil beat me to it. Right. It's got a heat pump. So less energy used for heating your car. I got pictures. I got the options catalog here. Let me turn this thing off. Turn this back off. I got option catalogs. Let me see if I can find the right one though. Yeah, probably here. There it is. Okay, it's two of them. There, it'll. There you go. See, you can project. I don't know why you'd want to do it in the front of the car, but you can project a little thing like that in the front. I don't know if I'd do it myself, but you can do that. And there's the side illumination. I do like that for safety, for your wife and for yourself when you're at night. But the front one, I don't really understand that at all. But yeah, that's an option you can put on the car. There's your Zen Garden. They even have one that glows. They put a black light in the car and it'll glow. Let's see. There it goes. You can see that now. They'll put a black light in your car and they'll make the carpet glow. If you want to do that, it's kind of cool. But that carpet is C. That's $1,000 for that carpet. No, thank you. Don't need that. That's not that important. Let's see. 50 degrees. It goes to 50 degrees centigrade, not 60. 50. Here it is. There's your heat pump for your water to defrost the glass on your car. I can't see what I'm aiming at. There we go. About there. Okay? Hold it steady as much as I can. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool feature. And I thought it was like 500. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh. What do we got? What? Hang on. Front radar, front camera. Oh, okay. I guess they have different. So, I'm trying to figure this out. It looks like it's about $800 for that thing to defrost your glass with the heated water. But they have different prices. If you're willing to not defrost the, looks like the. Oh, okay. You can also do the side radar. It'll defrost the side radar, front camera, and something else. Calibration. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. So that's a cool option. What else we got? Just all standard stuff. Anything cool? Oh yeah, and they got the trim pieces. You can make your LEDs. You can add. Make your LEDs. There it is. LED lights brighter. Right now the accent LEDs aren't that bright, but you can make them brighter if you want. You can add LED lights to the mirrors. All that stuff. What else we got? So yeah, just all the same old, same old. I can't find the emblem. Where was the emblem? Oh, there it is. The front illumination emblem is $500, right? Okay, not $500. But there's, oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay. All right. So you have two different kinds of illuminations, I guess. So you got this one, and you got, it looks like here too. It can illuminate here. You see the picture over here. So you can illuminate the emblem here, and also here. So you have two different prices. So if you just want the emblem, it's $500. But if you want to do the other area too, then it's $400. Yeah, it's like $1,000 almost for that. So yeah, there it is. Okay. There. I don't know. I don't know if that was important to you guys or not, but I showed it. Let's see here. Okay, that's it. Cool. Any other questions? Prices and stuff? I used to have a price sheet. I don't have the price sheet to the limiteds, do I? I threw it away. I had the price sheet to what those limit. The one we looked at today was probably around, I think it was like $70-some thousand for that one, because that's a single motor with a 66. So it's like, I think it's $74,000 that one with everything. You do get $8,000 back cash over here, so it helps a little bit. So the $53,000 one, the standard one with the $8,000 back, it makes it pretty competitive, I think, for especially like it's electric, right? SUVs have always been pretty pricey, the gasoline ones even. So now finally electric ones are finally getting competitive. You already have Kia and Hyundai for very competitive SUVs, very competitive price SUVs. And now the ID4, I guess, the ID4 looks nice. I bet that's pretty competitive. Not over here. Volkswagen over here is just ridiculously expensive. You might as well be buying a Model Y. Or more, actually more expensive than that, actually. You got the Y. So yeah, so it's the price is competitive, I think. Must go off when driving Europe. It's the rules. Really? Well, then they probably won't even offer it. That's kind of silly. Can't have the emblem on when you're driving, huh? That sucks. I don't understand that. It's not red or blue or anything. It's white. That's insane. But okay, all right. Gotta follow rules. Are those dollar prices U.S.? Oh, I'm converting to U.S. dollars. It could be more, could be less. Like I said, Japanese cars tend to be more expensive. So like the Leaf over here was way more expensive than the European or American version. But yeah, I'm just taking these prices and I'm moving the decimal point. So I'm just doing a straight, like if it was 100 yen to the U.S. dollar, like 100 yen is like 100 pennies, right? 100 Japanese pennies equals $1 U.S. dollar. If it was like a flat, even rate, exchange rate, but it's not, then that's what you're getting from me. I'm just moving the decimal point on these things. Because they count by pennies. They don't have a dollar unit, so they go by pennies. So when they, like the price of the car is 53,000, so it's actually, they say, gohyaku man or something like that. Gohyaku man, which is 5,300,000 pennies, Japanese pennies, right? Yen. They don't have a dollar unit over here, so I'm just moving the decimal point. So the prices are probably going to be different where you're at. Let's see. Does your Leaf come with a space saver wheel, or is it all emergency repair kits and Japan? Yeah, it's just all emergency repair kits. I agree with you guys. I like the physical little, even the small wheels. It's way better than those stupid pumps and crap they give you, because let me tell you, the tire shops hate those things, and you fill them up with that fluid that, and it doesn't help every time. You get a gash on the side of the tire, or something happens on the side, like somebody slashing your tire. That kit ain't gonna work. It's only for like a nail going through your tire. It's about the only thing it works for. So I really do prefer the tires myself, but those days are gone over here. They don't do that anymore. Gotcha, thanks. No problem, Neil. Price starts at 42,000 UK pounds. Well, that's like, in American dollars, that's nearly $80,000, isn't it? American dollars, Neil? Wow. So is that expensive for you guys, or is that like normal? Is that I don't know, because you guys make more money too. Your cost of living is higher. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a lot by, like, if you're making a certain amount of pounds, right, per hour, whatever your job is. 42,000 pounds is probably like $42,000 equivalent to us, like with our salaries in America. But if you convert the 42,000 to US dollars, it's almost $80,000, right? But I'm thinking it's different because you guys, your salary matches. You know what I'm saying? It's not expensive to you guys. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm asking. I'll wait. I know there's a delay. That'd be interesting to find out. By the way, Neil, thank you for being how do I say? Cool. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. It's after midnight. I'm tired. My vocabulary is escaping me. But thank you for participating in the chat. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks for participating. I really appreciate it. Neil Banks. Yeah, and I think it's his first time participating in any chat in the live stream, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Any other questions? I'm still waiting for Neil to answer my question. He's probably typing a big long answer. But it's this, 42,000 pounds. Over here, it's 53,000 Japanese. If there were a dollar unit over here, it'd be like equivalent to 53,000 Japanese dollars. Let's see. Neil Mayo. Got Neil Mayo here, too. Hey, buddy. He commented earlier, though. I thought he left. Got my new Bolt battery. Oh, really? Was it a recall? Did you have a recall and you just got a swap, or did you pay for it? It's competitive as the base spec is decent. A Model Y long range is 56. That's long range, though, right? 56,000. It'd be interesting to see what the 92 kilowatts going to be. Is the Model Y two-wheel or four-wheel drive at the 56,000? The Model Y long range, is that a dual motor? Probably is. That's pretty competitive. That's a pretty good price, I would say. Yeah. Over here, we can't even order the Y. We don't even know what the prices are. You can't even pre-order it. The 3 over here, the dual motor long range is $70,000, Model 3. 70,000. If Japanese had dollars, I'm converting it for you guys. It's like 70,000 Japanese dollars if they had a dollar. Oh, it was a recall. Interesting. Neil, I'm kind of out of the loop. We don't have the Bolt over here, and I don't watch the news, obviously. What's going on? What happened with the Bolt? Did they have a problem with the batteries? Were they spontaneously combusting or something like that? Interesting. I did not know. I think I heard something about it from my old buddy from Portland. He has 2 Bolts, actually. Chaz Smith. I think he mentioned something about that, but I didn't really understand what he was saying. 60 kilowatt to 60 is now 60 dual motor. Okay. It's a dual motor. See, the Ariya dual motor is going to be like around 80,000 Japanese dollars, so I can only imagine what it's going to be. You said the 53 is about 42, so it's roughly 10,000 less. So it's going to be 70 something, 72,000 probably, 71,000 for the dual motor over there on the Ariya. So yeah, that's tight. That's pretty expensive. About 8 fires. Interesting. And you get more capacity. Cool. You get more capacity and you get a safer battery pack. Cool. Toyota seems at least to be leaving its anti-EV stance. Yes, it sounds like that's true, Alain Pierre. Maybe it will help EV competition in Japan. Yeah, hopefully. Sony sounds like they're trying to get into it too, it sounds like. The 93 kilowatt Ariya is 51 from memory. Oh, that's not bad. Huh? Oh, because it's probably the 90, starting at the single motor, 93 kilowatt. Okay. Actually, it's 92 kilowatts, I think. 92 kilowatt hour, I think. I think it's 92 kilowatt hour. Let me check. I can tell you in just a sec. Well, according to this, it's 91 kilowatt hour. 91 kilowatt hour on that. So that's probably a single motor. Are EV tires expensive in Japan? Yeah, they're pretty pricey. So I was like a little worried about the 19-inch when the guy told me there were 19s on that car today. I was like, dude, that's going to be pretty pricey. Not as expensive as like a Model S, but that's still going to be pretty pricey. And then I realized that's the limited has a 19. The standard is 18. I said, well, that helps. That'll probably make probably about $1,000 for tires for that thing, for 4 tires. Let's see. Here in Ireland, a single tire for the Volkswagen ID4 costs €250. So it's $1,000 for a set of 4. Yeah. I would say it's about the same, but I don't know what the ID4 has for size. Found torn tabs and folded separators on some. Ew, that's scary. Wow, really? Who built those? Did Chevy build them themselves, or did they have a third party build those batteries? Let's see. Neil Banks says UK prices include 20% VAT sales tax. Oh, okay. We have the same problem with like American cars coming over here. They jump up. Yeah. LG is covering the cost, something like $1 billion. So it was LG they should cover the cost. They flawed. And LG, that's kind of weird because LG is usually pretty. Those are good battery packs. I have no problem with LG batteries. Those are good battery packs, and I'm shocked that they did that. That was probably, I would say, I'm gonna put the blame on a little bit on Chevy's side. I think Chevy really pushed LG to make these battery packs as cheap as possible to keep the price at a certain price point. And LG obliged them, but LG kind of cut corners to make those things that cheap. It bit them in their ass. Oh, excuse my language. Bit them in their butts. LG now has to spend $1 billion to fix the shoddy workmanship. But I'm guessing that's what happened. You know, it's kind of like Costco. I've heard people that I've met some people that were selling through Costco. So especially I met this guy from Canada, and he was selling furniture through Costco. And he's like, oh my gosh, he hated dealing with Costco. Costco really pushes you you barely make any profit if you go through Costco. Costco tries to cut you down to the point where it's almost useless selling through Costco. You're not making much profit. They kill you on that. And I think Chevy was doing the same thing, just killing LG on the price point to keep the car at a certain price point, I think. I mean, it was good for us as consumers, but not really when LG cut corners to make those batteries cheap. But, oh well, came back and bit them in their butt. Let's see here. When is Ariya coming out over there? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that. So March, they will be available to purchase and test drive. I can test drive in March. I will do a test drive video this March. You can order in March. They will be shipping them in April. So they are going to be coming. You can order them in March, and people will be getting them in April. And that includes the limiteds. Limiteds people already ordered. You can't order the limiteds anymore. They're all sold out. That's why they're called limited. And those people will be driving around. They'll be the first ones to get it because they already ordered. And those cars will be popping out in the first week of April. People will be getting those cars. That's cool. So with it coming out and ordering, you can order and test drive in March, and April shipping. I would say Europe's going to be right behind us. So because it's already been such a long, yeah. Jose's like, I have been waiting for it to come here already in the U.S. Oh, is the U.S. getting the Ariya? I mean, you just don't know. The U.S. market is so different than Europe and Japan. I hope, I mean, it sure can handle it. Like, America can totally handle this car. And it's got a big enough battery. I mean, this car can handle America. It's got a big enough battery, 91 kilowatt hour battery pack, more than enough range for America, I would say. So, Colin says, hey, James, thank you for another live chat. Informative as always. Well, thank you. That's cool. I appreciate that, especially when my brain is fried. I've been driving all day to go to celebrate my birthday, and then I'm doing a late stream. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning over here. You can tell by my eyes I'm exhausted. That's why I have to wear those glasses. Whenever it gets this late, my eyes get all blurry. So I'm having to wear the glasses just to read comments. I'm so tired. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Because, yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much. Let's see. Got more. This is from Neil Banks. Neil Banks says, as the car will be coming from Japan, import duty will also apply, but it's not shown separately as it applies to the import price, not Nissan's selling price. Interesting. I didn't know they were going to be import. I thought, because just like the Leaf, I thought it was going to be like the Leaf. I thought it was going to be built over there, either in Spain or in Europe somewhere, UK somewhere. 1 month delay to obtain the car. That's quick. Yeah, that is pretty fast, isn't it? That is pretty fast, because over here you always pre-order a car. We don't do it like Americans are used to, like, they go to this big lot and they're brand new cars and they choose the grade and the options and stuff, and then they get the car. Usually can drive it home that day. Sometimes they have to order, like if they want some customization done, they have to order and they have to wait. But most people do it that way. Japan, we don't have anything like that unless you buy used. So yeah, you go out and you order, and they have what they call manufacturer options, which you absolutely have to have it done on the assembly line, and then you have dealer options where you can do later on. So, but luckily the Ariya looks like most of it is dealer options. I don't think they have any manufacturer options after the fact. What you get from the factory, they're all the same. Anything that you want to add to it later, like any kind of options, you can do it anytime. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do it right at the very beginning. A lot of times you do. Like certain options, sometimes you have to shell out that extra $3,000, $4,000 right from the beginning. There is one thing you have to do. I forgot. ProPilot 2.0. If you want that, you have to do it. That's a manufacturer option. It has to be installed because it's cameras and stuff. You have to install that in the factory. But most other options, like all other stuff, pretty much you can do. Seats too. Oh gosh, I forgot about the seats. There is a seat option where you can get those really fancy, really super nice seats like I showed you in the video today. Those are an option that have to come from the manufacturer. What about your ear recovery? Oh, I didn't tell you. I thought it's back. My hearing came back. It's pretty much 100%. Man, that's awesome. It's the weirdest thing. I don't wish it upon anybody because it's so scary when it goes completely deaf. That disease I got, that weird thing I got with my ear, and it actually affects quite a few people. And so, judging by there's 12 people watching right now, there's a chance that one of you guys might get that problem someday in your life. And it's scary because it's a 50-50 chance whether you get your hearing back. The sooner you go to the clinic, as soon as you realize your hearing is gone, or as soon as you discover it, get to the clinic. Because the sooner you go, the quicker they can give you some meds to help try to encourage the hearing to come back. You have a better chance. You can boost your chances of getting your hearing back. But just naturally, if you don't do anything, just naturally, it's a 50-50 chance of getting your hearing back. And it came back, so thank God for that, right? That's awesome. Let's see. Is that Michael? Michael Sullivan asks, or says, about a month ago, my Nissan dealer said they hope to have the Ariya by April. Nissan Ireland have April 22nd up on their website when I checked yesterday. Not too far behind Japan. That's not at all. That's basically the same. Awesome. So it looks like instead of having a delay between the two countries, because they already delayed the car long enough, they're going to come out basically at the same time. So you'll have probably test drivable cars in March as well. Very exciting times. This is cool. Very cool. The car is so impressive in person. I can't wait till you guys can see it and sit down, touch it. Not just look at it from around the ropes and stuff. That's the way it was for me too. Oh, dude, guys, just a few days ago, I'm still on winter vacation. My wife and I went to the Nissan crossing in Ginza. I got kicked out. They chased me around. First of all, it was behind a rope. I only could take a picture. I couldn't even touch the car, and then I pulled my camera out, and they started chasing me around the car. It was hilarious, and I finally just left. I couldn't understand it. They're weird. There. I gave up on that place. Luckily for me, just walk around in a mall because I wanted to get away from the traffic. We were coming home from the Mexican restaurant, and I was on Route 16, and the traffic it was like a parking lot, and I was just sick and tired of just sitting in the parking lot on the street, right? So I was like, when I get a chance, I'm gonna turn, and it took forever to get to that turn, but finally got the turn. And I went to the mall. I plugged in. I got free, it was free charging at the mall, so I plugged in, got some free charge. And I looked around the mall. We got some ice cream for dessert at Baskin & Robbins. And while we were walking the mall, my wife says, "Hey, that's an Ariya." I was like, "Wait, what?" I just walked right by. I didn't even notice. And sure enough, it was an Ariya. And I was like, "You can touch this?" And the guy says, "Yeah, you can get in. Play with it. Go for it." They were super nice. I was like, this is so awesome. And so lucky me, I got to do that. And I can't wait till you guys get a chance to do that because you got to see this thing in person. The paint is amazing. It's gorgeous. I love that paint. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, okay. I can't believe the efficiency on this thing is insane. Like I said, this thing gets on the 66 kilowatt hour battery pack, they're saying 470 kilometers, which is 290 something miles of range over here on a 66 kilowatt hour battery pack. I mean, even for Japan, that's really impressive. So if it's 290 something miles over here, you're looking at probably 215, 210 miles where you're at with your speeds. That's still impressive for a car this size with a 66 kilowatt hour battery pack. Plus, it's got liquid cooling, so it's not just like like a Leaf. It's got extra weight to it and stuff. This is a heavy car, and it's loaded with lots of features. Power seats, those are heavy. The heated seats, the cooling, that's all extra weight. A lot of weight to this car, and pretty efficient. Pretty efficient. If you can get 210, 215 miles on a 60, that's doable for most people, even in your countries. That's pretty decent. At the speeds you guys go. That's awesome. Jose says, I really appreciate you and your channel, my brother. Thank you. I have been following you for a while, and you're always giving insight we cannot find anywhere else. What? Really? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm such a small channel, and there's some big guys out there like, what's it called? The guy that has the racetrack and has all those Teslas. He's got that. He had the Ariya. He got the Ariya delivered to his garage or something. I was like, he had it a long time before me. That's cool though. Thank you. What's it called? What's it called? I can't remember the name of his channel. It's just him and a wife. He's kind of not. He's just husky. He's a husky dude. That's cool. All right. Thank you so much, Jose de la Cruz. You made my night. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it. I'm such a small channel. I do the best I can. I don't have access to the cars that most people have. Japan is just, they're anti-EV. To be honest with you, it's really weird, but Japan is very anti-EV. They don't even have 1% people driving the cars over here yet. It's very hard. I mean, I was coming home from Tokyo on the bike there that was the time we went to I took my wife on the bike to Tokyo to check out the Nissan Crossing to see if I could check out the Ariya. And I'll take these off, they bother me the heck out of my eyes. So we get to there and I get kicked out and we went somewhere. We went to get Cinnabon and then we went home. After picking up the Cinnabon, we went home. On the way home, I was coming home on 357 Sango Nana, and there was a whole bunch of Model 3s kind of in a line, and I knew it was a club. It was a car club. And that was probably pretty much in this area, the Tohoku area, that was pretty much all the cars probably in this whole area of these Model 3s. It was for New Year's, I think. They were doing it for New Year's. And that wasn't a lot. I would say about max 15 Model 3s. Max. And that's covering Tokyo, Saitama, Ibaraki, Chiba, what's above? No, below. What's below? Shizuoka. Those areas. It was covering those areas. And they were all getting together in the Tokyo area for a meetup. And it wasn't a lot. And it's just not a lot of EVs over here. Not. I'll say, though, the Leaf, though, is very common anymore. The first gens and the second gens. I think the second gens are even more common than the first. And I think that's not right, because I think the first gen is still a really decent car. And it still has a lot of life left. Like my 7-year-old first gen with 2,000 charges under its belt and 80-some thousand kilometers and only one seg missing on the health. It still does really well, and it's a fun car to drive. It's a lot of fun with that snow and stuff. They don't sell all season tires over here in Japan. That's another thing that's really weird about this country. I had to buy tires for it, and I bought them. When did I buy the tires? In the spring. And I said, do you have any all seasons? So the guy says, no, we don't sell those. These are spring and summer tires. I said, what do I do in the winter? He says, you put snow tires on. I said, I don't want to do that. I want something I can do all. This area, we're lucky if we get snow. I said the past 2 years, no snow. I was like, I don't want to have to put snow tires on every time it snows or something. It's never that much snow. It's like, never that much. And it melts within a couple days. So I really don't want to buy snow tires. That's a waste of my money. Don't need it. I would like some all season. They don't sell them. So I have my Leaf with just spring and summer tires on it, right? And it snowed, we got 4 inches of snow. And I drove around that day and that night with the snow, and it did great. These little electric cars are amazing. And it handled it really well. The traction control did kick in a few times, but it just, boom, wherever I point the steering wheel, it would go. The traction control would kick in immediately and get me to where I needed to go. I didn't feel, it wasn't scary at all. I went up some pretty steep hills with ice and snow, and it made it up no problem. I kept it at a steady speed. I didn't speed. I didn't accelerate on the hill, and it did fine. It was easy peasy with these, tires that are definitely not made for wintertime. And that's just the beauty of electric cars. They handle really great in these conditions. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like my Leaf. I'm so excited. My I don't know if I told all you guys know, but my Leaf is almost paid off. I'm so excited. A few more months and that thing's mine, 100% mine. And I have 2 loans on there, literally 2 loans. Because when I traded my van in, because I'm on my second EMV, but my first EMV I bought, that was $53,000, no, $52,000 if you convert to US dollars. It was $52,000 US dollar van, the EMV 200 with a 24 kilowatt hour battery pack, not even 40. 24 kilowatt hour battery pack. And the payments were like $700 a month, and then I had twice a year I had to do a bonus system, so it was over $1,000 twice a year. And my student numbers went down at my kindergarten, so I couldn't afford it anymore. So I had to get rid of it. And I still had 4 years left on the loan, I think. 4 or 5, I don't know. And no, 4. No, 3. I don't know. Anyway, so when I traded in, I had to find a cheap car. So I found the Leaf. The Leaf was $9,900. And, it had like 1,500 quick charges under its belt when I found it. It's like, wow. But the battery still had full 12 segs when I was looking at it at the dealership. And so I said, well, I'd like to put my remainder of my loan on top of that car. That's why I'm looking at cheap cars so I can afford it. And they said, well, yeah, you can do that, but with our way our dealership works, it's 2 separate loans. So the car loan will be a lower interest rate, but your van, to cover your van, it's going to be a higher interest rate. So I had to I'm paying a higher interest rate on the van, the pay off the old van loan. So it's literally 2 loans, and I'm almost paid off. I'm so excited. In a few months, like by April, it'll be paid off. And I told the dealer that, and he's like, "Oh, so you can afford the Ariya?" I kind of chuckled. I was like, "I probably could, but I'm not. I'm not doing." I was thinking to myself. I didn't say it to him. I said I probably could, but I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm finally getting rid of one of my car payments. I still got the vans. I still got the new van's car payments, and that's cheap. I'm only paying $300-some a month for that thing. But I want to get rid of that completely, and then I'll think about getting a used Ariya. I'm going to go used. I think this Leaf has proved to me that used EVs, including even the Leaf, they're viable. They're decent. They do a great job. Let's see here. Oh, a lot of people wrote. Michael Sullivan, the Ariya's drag coefficient is 28.9. The second gen Leaf is 28. Oh. Very first Leaf were 28.9 as well, but were later improved to 28. Right. I have the 1.5. Mine's the improved version. Right. I call it the 1.5. It's the 2012 on where they took out the electric brakes because that was extra weight, and they dropped the weight by quite a bit, and they did like 100. They did 100 different things to improve the car. It was pretty cool. So I got that one. So that's really cool. This car has basically the same as the first gen Leaf. That's insane. It doesn't look like, when you're looking at it, it doesn't look like it should be that efficient. It's a big, heavy car, and it's a big SUV shape. But that's very impressive. Very cool. Awesome. Thanks for the info. Michael Sullivan, you got good info. Thank you. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you for the info, because it only helps my channel and that helps everybody else watching. That's awesome. Ikage, one, I guess. Hey, dude, can't watch this live, but I'll catch up on it. Want to hear your thoughts on the Ariya. Oh, thanks, buddy. Thanks for checking in and letting me know. Cool. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. The video's pretty cool. I also have a little promo video at the beginning, and it's pretty cool too, I think. It gives you a little taste of what's going to come. Alain Pierre says, it would be interesting to see how a Model 3 Japanese driver charges his or her car in Japan, since there are nearly no superchargers and few high-speed chargers. Okay, there's a place called Autobacks. It's kind of like a Shucks or Al's Auto Supply in America by American standards, auto parts store, but you really can't buy like engine parts or anything. You can just buy air fresheners and seat covers and steering wheels and stuff like that. But anyways, it's a giant one. At that place, they have, I think, 4 or 5 superchargers there. And a lot of Model 3s. Whenever I go there, there's a ton of Model 3s going in and out all the time. Most Tokyo drivers, Tokyo owners of the 3, they charge there. There's a couple. Tokyo has 3 supercharger spots. Tokyo has the most of all Japan. Japan, I think, has 11 supercharger locations right now, and 3 of them are in Tokyo alone. Maybe more by now. I don't know. It is going up slowly but surely. But anyways, yeah, I do notice that Tokyo people, they tend to use the supercharger. They don't charge from home. These cars, if you want to charge a Model 3 from home, it's going to cost a fortune to wire your house to handle the power that the chargers, the onboard chargers in the cars take. And it would the electricity fee would be ridiculous. Electricity rates are really high over here. Almost better off just paying the supercharge rate on those kind of battery packs. So I'm kind of wondering about the same thing about the 91 kilowatt hour Ariya. If I had one of those, I don't think I could afford to charge it at my house. I really don't. Let's see. But it would be interesting. Elaine Pierre, you're absolutely right. Would you like me to make a video? I could go out to that place with all the Model 3s and I could maybe see if I can interview some of these people. Japanese don't like to be bothered. They're very private. I'll have to blur their face for sure. I know they're going to want that. But maybe I can talk to them. They usually, when they're on TV, even on Japanese news, like just local news, they want their voice changed. They want their face. They don't like being interviewed. Like, I'm talking like, just like, you're walking down the street and someone says, hey, can I ask you a couple questions? They want their face mosaic and they want their voice changed. They're very private. Japanese are very, very private. So, but if, I might be able, because, fellow EV people, they might open up to me. I could try that. If you guys are interested, I could try making a video and asking questions about how they charge their cars and blah, blah, blah. It would be interesting. I'm curious too. Because even though I'm giving up on the Cybertruck, it's not going to happen over here anytime soon, ever, if ever. Because that's another thing they told me is like, we don't even know if Japan's government's going to approve it. That's why the Y is not over here yet. Japanese government's saying no mas, or not no mas, but like whatever you say, they're saying no way to right now for the Y. And so Tesla's trying to work with them on getting the Y over here. I don't know why. I don't know why the Y is no good over here. I don't know, because the threes over here. Maybe it's the size of the Y. Japan's strict. Like most Japanese cars, they're much narrower than European or American counterparts. I was shocked that the Leaf didn't widen out when it went to America or Europe. You guys have the same width as us. That's a little bit narrow for Americans, I would think. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think we did it. I think I hit everything. Yeah, I got everything. Sorry about my nose, guys. I'm over my flu. The flu didn't last long at all. Thank goodness the Manuka honey was awesome. Plus the tea I told you guys about last time. That tea was amazing. Got me over the flu really fast. But now I got to deal with it's allergy season for the cedar trees. Their pollen's starting to come out. Today was a windy day. It got to me. It got to my wife. It got to my daughter. We were all suffering today. Our eyes were bloodshot and our noses were going. It starts about now and it'll go till the end of March roughly. It's gonna be February's the worst. February's when it's really heavy, so I have to deal with that. I just get over the congested chest, and now I'm onto the sinuses for the cough and for the allergies. But hey, it is what it is. Any other questions before I go? I think we're done here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Once again, a shout out to all you guys: Jose De La Cruz, Michael Sullivan, Neil Banks, Neil Mayo, Alain Pierre. Let's get all these names. So many people participate today in the chat. I really appreciate it. That helps my videos. It makes my videos better when more participate. Michael O'Sullivan, tons of great information. We all appreciate that. Thank you so much. Scott Gruber, it was great having you on. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Tyrone Crary, very nice comment. Thank you so much. And thanks for participating. All you guys, if I missed any of you, I'm sorry. But all you guys, awesome. Thank you for joining. Of course, I can't forget. I already forgot. Hube, of course. Of course, Hube, too. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.